So all you people are obsessed with Donald Trump, right? Trump said this in the debate. No, Trump said this. Well, shh. Quit ruining it. Oh yeah, and he's here too. Get in the face cam, you son of a bitch. Get in the face cam.
Send me a gift and I will.
No,
Yes.
you ain't getting no
Come
gift.
on, dude. It's a free gift. Come on.
I will later. Best of Trump's first presidential debate. Let's do it.
He did do one savage move.
Why'd you shake her hand when you were trying to basically roast the living shit out of her during this entire debate?
I have a feeling that by the end of this evening, I'm going to be blamed for everything that's ever happened.
Why not? Reducing taxes tremendously from 35% to 15% for companies, small and big businesses. That's going to be a job creator like we haven't seen since Ronald Reagan. The world, let me tell you, Hillary has experience, but it's bad experience. We have made so many.
I like your comb over, dude. Where'd you get that toupee?
You
You
guys
should...
have one savage moment on here, Chris.
Don't spoil it for me.
It's like really savage though.
I like your toupee, dude. I want to know, like, where you got that. Like, for real. You see this hot mess on my head right now? You need to take me to, like, your, stylist.
Bad deals during the last. So she's got experience, that I agree, but it's bad experience. Whether it's the Iran deal that you're so in love with, where we gave them $150 billion back, whether it's the Iran deal, whether it's anything you can name, you almost can't name a good deal. I agree. She's got experience, but it's bad experience. And this country can't afford to have another 4 years of that kind of experience. Now, in all fairness to
What did you mean by that? That kind of experience. That kind of experience. Did you see that little, that little hand gesture that she did? That he did? Oh my god. You can't have a good freeze frame with... Oh, man.
Secretary Clinton, yes? Is that okay? Good. I want you to be very happy. It's very important to me. But in all
Quit being a sexist piece of shit. Oh, no.
Stop causing it.
That's what a reaction's for, dipshit. Quit being
fairness to
sexist.
Secretary Clinton, when she started talking about this, it was really very recently. She's been doing this for 30 years. And why hasn't she made the agreements better? The NAFTA agreement is defective just because of the tax and many other reasons, but just because of the fact.
Let me interrupt just a moment.
Secretary Clinton and others, politicians, should have been doing this for years, not right now because of the fact that we've created a movement. They should have been doing this for years.
Hillary, why are you shaking your head like you're agreeing? Don't agree with this man. Even if he's right, you don't agree with this man. You just don't.
Happened to our jobs and our country and our economy generally is, look, we owe $20 trillion. We cannot do it any longer, Lester.
He said back in 2006, gee, I hope it does collapse because then I can go in and buy some and make some money. Well, it did collapse.
That's called business, by the way. Because they can't get together. Because we have
That's called business, by the way. Dude! I shook my computer. I shook my monitor. Dude, you don't do that. You don't make jokes about this. Oh my god. Oh my god.
a president that can't sit them around the table and get them to approve something. And here's the thing. Republicans and Democrats agree that this should be done. $2.5 trillion. I happen to think it's double that. It's probably $5 trillion that we can't bring into our country, Lester. And with a little leadership, you'd get it in here very quickly, and it could be put to use on the inner cities and lots of other things, and it would be beautiful. But we have no leadership. And honestly, that starts with Secretary Clinton. And anyway, I just ask you this. You've been doing this for 30 years. Why are you just thinking about these solutions right now? For 30 years you've been doing it, and now you're just starting to think of solutions.
Well,
I
actually,
will
that-
bring, excuse me, I will bring back jobs. You can't bring back jobs.
Well-
you go.
First of all, hold on, let's just rewind back so I can hear clearly what he said without my inner thoughts clouding my
30
judgment.
years you've been doing it, and now you're just starting to think of solutions.
Well,
I
actually,
will
that-
bring, excuse me,
Hillary tries to interrupt you one time, and you interrupt her. How many, Kevin? How many times do you think Trump interrupted Hillary within at least 50? 50 times! She tries to interrupt you once, and you get all mad. And then she smiles like, yep, you're dead after this. I hope you know that. I'm going to kill you. Like, any person who would smile like that after being interrupted will probably murder you. She just doesn't want to do it right there because she's in the middle of public.
I will bring back jobs. You can't bring back jobs.
Well-
you go anywhere you
First
want,
of-
Secretary Clinton, and you will see devastation.
First of all, any president could bring back jobs if they wanted to. Both of you are horrible. Why did you make it this far? For the memes? Oh, Jesus.
Where manufacturing is down 30, 40, sometimes 50%. NAFTA is the worst trade deal maybe ever signed anywhere, but certainly ever signed in this country. And now you want to approve Trans-Pacific Partnership. You were totally in favor of it. Then you heard what I was saying, how bad it is, and you said, I can't win that debate. But you know that if you did win, you would approve that, and that will be almost as bad as NAFTA. Nothing will ever
Well-
top NAFTA.
Was against it once it was finally negotiated and the terms were laid out. I wrote about that in...
You called it the
I
gold
wrote about-
standard.
Well, I hope...
You called it the gold standard of trade
And
deals. You
you know
said it's
what?
the finest deal you've ever seen.
No.
And then you heard what I said about it, and all of a sudden you were against. I will release my tax returns against my lawyer's wishes when she releases her 33,000 emails that have been deleted. As soon as she releases them, I will release.
Those are personal emails from her husband. Oh my god.
It's not. Chris, those aren't the personal emails from her husband. They're emails about what happened to Ben Casey, all the other terrorist attacks and stuff.
Well, whatever.
I've been killed, different stuff.
He's bringing up stuff from like 2000 and like what, 12?
Are you serious?
I don't remember when this stuff happened. All I know is that Trump is a douchebag. This man right here is a douche.
Hillary's a liar. It's basically pick your own poison.
Pick your poison. Name a couple poisons. Give me a couple names of poisons. Pick bleach or
Bleach, cyanide.
pick bleach or cyanide. That's basically what you're doing.
I will release my tax returns, and that's against my lawyers. They say don't do it.
I concluded it wasn't. I wrote about that.
So is it
in
President
my
Obama's
book
fault? Is it
before
President Obama's
you
fault?
even announced. Look, there are...
Secretary, is it President?
See? That's what I'm talking about. She interrupts you once, and you get all mad and defensive. But how many times did you interrupt her just now? 3? Fucking hypocrite, man.
Obama's fault?
There are
Because
different,
he's pushing it.
There are new jobs with rising incomes, investments, not in more tax cuts that would add $5 trillion to the debt.
But you have no
in
plan.
Oh, I do.
Secretary,
in fact,
you
I
have no
written
plan.
a book about it. It's called Stronger Together. You can pick it up
That's
tomorrow.
about all you-
Folks,
And
we're
the
gonna-
book
And believe me, you were the ones that took out the troops. Not only that, you named the day. They couldn't believe it. They sat back probably and said, I
Well,
can't
Lester,
believe
we've
it. They
covered-
said, no, wait a minute.
we've covered
when
this
they
ground.
formed, this is something that never should have happened. It should have never happened. Now, you're talking about taking out ISIS, but you were there and you were Secretary of State when it was a little infant.
She sat there and let you interrupt her. Oh my god. I can't.